All right, welcome once again. I'm hijacking the channel. Um, this March, and always in March, I'm talking about a Maciste movie. So it's been like 4 years. We're doing Maciste number 4. So Maciste number 4 is Il Triunfo di Maciste. It's the triumph of Maciste. From 1961, and is basically a remake of the first movie. So I have these scans from like October 2024. They taste like crap. Hashtag not sponsor. So I was planning to make a review, but I never did. So I'm just drinking it now. So like I say, it's kind of remake of the first movie. Why make another one? Why make a new script if you can use the same scripts as before? And I'm thinking of the top of my head, I'm gonna put the exact date on the screen now, but I think the first movie is from 1960, so not even a year, and then doing like the same again. And of course, Maciste is played by a different actor again, so we have 4 movies, 4 different Maciste actors. This time is Kirk Morris in the titular role. So okay, the movie is like the basic stuff, and we have Maciste is the strongest man in the world. He's like a Hercules figure. So he lives in a town, and in another movies it's like a loner type. This time is in a town, so people from another town come to ask for his help. Oh, this evil kingdom is kidnapping our women, please help us. So we have an evil queen. She took over the empire from the pharaoh. Is like a Egyptian thing, just like the first movie. So she took the city of Memphis, not Memphis, Tennessee, many years ago. Despite the queen being super young, I'm assuming he's like a witch or something, because then we saw the prince heir, Prince Iram, who was smuggled out of the city when all hell break loose. We don't see these scenes in the movie, and like he's the heir of the throne, but he's like trying to make his revenge. So an oracle says, go find Maciste. Maciste is going to help you. The prince, it says it was like a little boy, now he's a grown adult. The evil queen who took over the city is a young woman. So the dates don't match up. I'm assuming the evil queen is like a witch or something like that. She's very old, but she looks young. That's what I'm assuming. I'm inventing my own headcanon. The neighbor town, they're kidnapping women. Maciste goes to help.
mercy! Then shout to your men and tell them to surrender.
He saved the day. One of the women says, "Oh, I'm from another town. I don't have family. Let me go with you, Maciste." And Maciste says, "Sure, sure." It's a beautiful woman and wants to be his girlfriend. So Maciste is a smart man, so says, "Okay, a beautiful woman wants to be my girlfriend. Sure."
Please let me go with you, Maciste. I'm all alone in the world now. I have no relatives at all in the village.
What is your name?
Anthea.
You know, Anthea, that we are a people without a country or a home to call our own.
Then from now on, my country will be where you are.
We lead a hard life and one that's full of sacrifices.
If you will only share it with me, I will face every sacrifice with joy.
All right, then.
They go back to Machiste's town. So this woman loves Maciste. And I'm remarking that because it's an important plot point later in the movie. So she's super in love of Maciste because he's strong, he's handsome. So the prince arrives at Maciste, "Please help me." And Maciste, who is a good person and who likes to do good deeds in the world, said, "Sure, I will help you." Because in this kind of movie, like, there's always like a good king, a good prince, something like that. I don't know if real life works like that. But in movies, there's always a good prince. It's always a good ruler. So, sure, let's help him out. So they go to fight against the evil queen and save the day. That's the movie. I'm not gonna tell the whole movie, but it's really similar to the first one, and is, despite that, is entertaining. Is a short movie, just 85 minutes. So even if you find it like kind of boring, it's boom, in and out. But I found it very entertaining. The action scenes are pretty fun. There is a sense of realism in these action scenes. You see, like, Maciste can be defeated. You don't see it like you see him struggling in the action scene. It's not like a superhero in God mode destroying everything. So that adds to the tension of the scene. Like, he's just barely making it. So that helps to sell the scenes. In one of the action scenes, he grabs like a pole and he makes a tent collapse and some people like get injured, and Maciste is like, whatever, I need to fight the evil soldiers. So he started, and he's like making more harm than good. That's what I'm saying.
Surrender, Maciste. Take him away.
And of course, we have in these movies one scene that shows like the awesome strength of Maciste. We have a scene when innocent people that are buried in the ground, only their heads are coming up, like in that scene of Creepshow, Ted Danson only head coming out of the sun. So something like that.
This is what I have decided, and this shall be done. Now let the trial begin.
Four people each side, so four heads each side of Maciste, and there are two chariots with blades at ground level attached to the chariot. The guys in the chariot are whipping the horses and trying to move forward and decapitate all these guys, and Maciste is grabbing the two chariots with all his might, and he's saving the guys, and the scenes goes on, and it's a great scene in a movie made this year. That scene will last like 2 seconds. He will like show his muscles and boom, out. And here they linger that scene. This is the important scene when Maciste with his strength is saving the day. And I like that. I'm gonna spoil the scene. Of course, Maciste saves all those guys. The evil queen says, "Okay, stop this. It's not gonna work." So Maciste is a true hero. So the queen says, "Okay, Maciste, come here," and because they are in like a coliseum, and Maciste goes to her, and the queens poke him and make like a tiny puncture in his chest, but that's enough because the evil queen has like some magic, and now Maciste is under her control.
You have won now. You are powerful. And now you will kneel in front of me. It is I, Tenephis the Queen, who orders you.
I shall be your slave. Order anything and I will obey you.
Now, someone has to save Maciste, so Maciste can save the day. So that's the movie. Someone has to save Maciste first. So that's like a twist in the whole thing. That's like the some difference from the first movie. But the only thing that I would say is like not bad per se, but kind of underwhelming, because the first movie is kind of straightforward, similar to this, but in the second movie we have Maciste fighting a Cyclops. In the third movie we have Maciste fighting like a vampire, like some version of a vampire. It's different of your classical movie vampire, but a vampire. So we have this supernatural or mythological enemies for Maciste, and in this movie is like just punching his way out of trouble. So I will have by this point expected like a big villain, like a big strong. You can have the evil queen like doing all the stuff. That's perfectly fine, but she should have like an spectacular henchman, like I don't know, a minotaur or something like that. Or a dinosaur or whatever, but something amazing that Maciste has to fight to save the day. I will say that was missing, but all the other stuff is great. It's entertaining, and I say this in another of the Maciste reviews I make. They when they make this all Maciste movies, they use sets and costumes from another movie that was being made. So like they piggyback in the efforts and the production of other movies. So all the production stuff is great. You have like great costumes. We have like a big coliseum with all the stuff, and that looks great. It doesn't look cheap at all. Despite this being movies, low budget movies made in the 60s, they doesn't look cheap at all. So that's a good thing. That's what I like from this kind of movie. I feel like they squeeze like the last cent of the budget that they have, so they make it look like pretty well produced movies. So that's it. That's it. I'm hoping this stuff doesn't kill me, and if they doesn't, we will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe to Nut channel. Once again, thank you, Nut, for allowing me to do these reviews, and goodbye for now.